Hello and welcome to the QuickStart Clarinet YouTube channel. So this is a little bit of a channel update, and I just want to tell you a little bit about what this channel is all about. The channel has been around for about 2 years now, and I haven't updated the channel trailer since I've started, but there's been a lot of exciting developments and a lot of exciting new things. So I wanted to give an update for anybody who's been watching the channel for a while, but most importantly, if you're new to the channel, I want to tell you what it's all about so that you can hopefully subscribe and catch all of my future videos. So I'm going to start with a quick TLDR of why you should subscribe to the channel. Then I'll go a little more in depth with my story, my qualifications, and some of the other really cool things that I have. But first, the quick version. I upload tips and tricks about playing the clarinet, doing music, being a great musician every single Saturday, and then I also go live each Monday and do a live stream of a warm-up exercise that I challenge you to try for the week and implement into your playing to see what kind of results you can get. My mission is to help as many people as I can learn to play the clarinet right now, and that's what all of this is about, is just putting out my knowledge, putting out content there that can really be beneficial to people who might have been in my position when I was in high school, where I didn't really know how to play the clarinet. And if I had had this kind of information, it would have been an absolute game changer, because it took me a little bit later in life before I got to that, as you'll learn in my story in a minute. But I also want to tell you that I have a really awesome free training. It's called the 5 Must-Know Clarinet Tips. You can go to quickstartclarinet.com/training and register for that and watch it right away. It's really all of my best stuff. So if you're just finding this channel and you want to just jump right in with really great educational clarinet and actually general musician tips, then go to quickstartclarinet.com/training to check that out. Okay, that's all the quick short stuff. If this channel sounds interesting to you, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you can see all my future tips videos that I upload each week, and maybe catch a few live warm-ups and enjoy the fun. I can't wait to see what kind of results and what kind of progress you can make in your clarinet journey. And if you want a sample of one of my more regular YouTube videos before you decide to subscribe, I highly recommend the Grand Unified Theory of Music video that I did, which sort of goes over basically all of the fundamentals and all of the foundational things that you'll ever need to be successful as a musician. It breaks it down. There's a free handout that comes with it. It has all of the good stuff that you need. So if you want to check out a video before you decide to subscribe, then that would be the one to check out. It'll be up here, and it'll also be linked in the description. Now, if you really want to stick around and get to know a bit more about me and see why I might have some good tips and tricks for you in my videos, then let me tell you a little bit about my story and my clarinet journey so far. So I started playing clarinet when I was in 5th grade, because that was sort of when my band program started. When I started doing recorders actually in 3rd grade, that's when I started to really get into music, and I knew that my mom had played clarinet when she was a kid, so it seemed kind of like a natural progression that I would go from recorder to clarinet when band became an option. Funny enough, I really fell in love with the clarinet. I was, I guess, naturally kind of good at it, and it made me happy to have something that I really excelled at in school. And I actually told my band teacher in 5th grade that I was going to be the best clarinetist ever. And I'm still working on that and still practicing, but who knows, maybe I'll make it someday. But after elementary school, my middle school band director was really fantastic and really inspirational and motivational. And that's when I really fell in love with band and knew that or at least started thinking that I wanted to do something with music and something with clarinet for the rest of my life. In 8th grade, I started taking lessons and actually started to get better at playing the clarinet, and that's when things started to really snowball for me. In high school, I was one of the better players at my school, which again was really exciting and validating for me. It made me have a lot of fun in band because I could do most of the pieces pretty well, and that was a good time. And then in the summer after my junior year of high school, I went to the Lamont Pre-College Summer Academy and saw all of these players who were way better than me at my same age. And that was really sort of a wake-up call that maybe I'm not as good at the clarinet as I thought I was. And that's what led me to start taking lessons more seriously, start practicing, and it actually inspired me to major in clarinet performance in college. I got my bachelor's of music in clarinet performance at the University of Denver's Lamont School of Music, where I did the pre-college summer academy, which was fantastic. I studied with Dr. Jeremy W. Reynolds there, which was a really great education and great time that really motivated me to become a much better player. Over the course of my undergrad, I went to several summer festivals, the Rocky Ridge Music Festival, the Domaine Forget Festival, and most notably the Aspen Summer Music Festival, where I studied with the principal clarinetist of the Pittsburgh Symphony, Michael Rusenick, which was a really fantastic time, and again was another one of those eye-opening moments of seeing all of these really fantastically talented players and really learning, again, for the umpteenth time throughout my clarinet journey, how important the fundamentals are and how much more enjoyable music is when you really have a good grasp of the clarinet and can really convey the musical ideas that you've studied and analyzed and want to bring out in your performance. And honestly, that's part of the reason why I have QuickStart Clarinet as a vehicle for me to share all of those exciting things with you that make it so much more fun to do music and play the clarinet. But then, after that, I went to get my master's degree at Northwestern University, which was also fantastic. I studied with amazing teachers there as well. It's a really cool program where there's actually 3 different teachers, and all of them are fantastic, and you get to work with all of them. And I really had a wonderful time and learned a ton about music and clarinet there as well. So now I'm done with my master's degree. I graduated in the spring of 2019 with that, and now I'm here to share my knowledge with you, and that's why I put together these quick tips and other tips and tricks and live weekly warm-ups and all of these fun videos that I do for you, is just because I feel like in my clarinet journey, there were these key things that I learned along the way that just made a massive difference and sort of opened up my perspective on how to play and how to be a good musician. And I just want to make sure that you can have access to that information as well. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, getting the knowledge that I had to study with dozens of teachers and pay many thousands of dollars for to get, then subscribe to the channel, check it out. You could even leave a comment here with something that you want to know, and I'll be happy to explain it for you and give you all of the sort of inside secrets that I've gained over the years of studying. But I have some other stuff that I want to tell you about right now as well. So QuickStart Clarinet is actually much more than just a YouTube channel. It's actually a whole online teaching business that I'm working on building and growing. And as part of that, I have some other fun things that go beyond just the regular sort of 10-minute-ish tips and tricks videos and warm-ups and stuff that I do on YouTube. The first of which that I want to tell you about is my newest free training, the 5 must-know clarinet tips. It's 5 big categories of things that I try to tell my students, sort of 5 of the big things that were the most eye-opening and mind-blowing to me as I was going through my own clarinet journey. It's actually over an hour long, which is why I sort of make it a separate training off YouTube, because I feel like nobody wants to watch an hour-long YouTube video, but the training, if you register for it and get into it, then it's a little bit more exciting and helps you to make time for it. So if you're interested in that, go to quickstartclarinet.com/training, put in your name and email, and you'll be able to watch that right away and get all of my sort of big foundational, really important things that I like to talk about and learn all of that right away. In that training also, I talk a bit about the next generation clarinet method, which is actually a method book that I put together that sort of takes the traditional method book that has all the exercises and all of that good stuff and tries to infuse a teacher into it, because I think it's so important for us to have access to these things, especially after 2020, where lessons became very difficult. Lessons all moved online if you were able to have your teacher continue teaching. So I put together a program that's not lessons, but just about the next best thing. And what it has is all the explanations of when to do things, how to do things, what the goal is to get out of the exercises that I feel like most traditional method books really gloss over. So if you're interested in learning more about my method book / online program, there's lots of videos that go along with it too, to really tell you about how to do things and all the instructions and some other bonus stuff. It's a really fantastic program. I highly recommend this to really just about any clarinetist who's looking to improve. So if you want more information about that, go to quickstartclarinet.com/nextgenbook. And I have one more thing that I think will be really helpful for you, and that's my free members area. So when you purchase a product from me, like the Next Generation Clarinet Method, you get access to a sort of behind the scenes members area, and I actually have a free version of that to sort of give you a taste of things. And in the free members area has all of my favorite downloads from different videos that I've done in the past. I've done little free downloads with exercises and things like that. I also reformatted the famous Closset scales so that they're really easy to read and actually look nice, and use key signatures and things like that. And there's some other cool freebies in there. So if you're interested in accessing the free members area, again, it's 100% free. Go to quickstartclarinet.com/getstarted, and you'll put in your email address, and then you'll get an email about setting up your login and everything, and be good to go with that. And last but not least, I would just like to say thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being here. It's really special to me when I see new subscribers to the channel, and I get to meet some of you and actually follow along with some of your stories. I've actually had people who I've met through the YouTube channel and then actually have taken lessons with me, and it's really special to make that connection with you and be able to share this knowledge with you. That's really sort of my purpose in life at the moment, at least. So if you're interested in getting better at the clarinet, then subscribe to the channel, check out the free training, get the book, do the free members area. All the links are in the description for all of that. But thank you for taking the time to get to know me and be here on this channel. I know there's so many things that we can be doing, but I think there's something special about making music and playing the clarinet, even if it's just practicing on your own, that is really fulfilling and really nice to be creating something and making music. So I'm happy that you're here. I can't wait to see where your clarinet journey takes you. And if you have any questions about anything clarinet or music related, I would be happy to answer those in the comments below. So thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in another video.